So we are finally, in my eyes, done with this truck. That's just weird to say. I've never been done with anything, and the truck isn't done, but in my state, I think I'm done. You know, I think everything that I've done has came out good. There isn't really much I want to change. So we're gonna enjoy the truck in this video for the first time. I'm really excited to share with you guys. And I mean, just check this thing out. I mean, the paint that we did, you guys saw the buffing and polishing. Big shout out to Chris. He was helping me with all that stuff. That came out phenomenal. Just didn't, you know, I didn't think a paint with zero clear coat would come out this well. So I'm super pumped with that. The interior came out phenomenal as well. You know, it was a cheap little budget thing just to clean everything up. It worked really well. You know, everything in here is like, in my eyes, I could take this to a local car show and I would feel okay about it. You know, it has a clean floor, you know, clean dash, clean steering wheel, clean everything. You know, it's not dirty. It's just the paint might not match, just a couple flaws, couple spots that aren't perfect, but in my eyes it's not too bad. Doors, windows, everything works. My dad actually went ahead and while I was away, he polished all these the mirrors and the trim pieces. I mean, just get a load of that. Look at how nice that is. This is the original mirror. That's crazy how well that polished up. Then he went ahead and took the badges and put a little bedazzle in there. That's kind of a tribute to the aluminum swirl that was in there, since I couldn't find any of that material. So we just had some of this stuff lying around. There wasn't anything in there before. And then he took a piece of polycarbonate behind this thing, just like some clear Lexan or polycarbonate, and just some sort of plastic material behind it to put that paper material up to it, because it was all cracked and broken. You guys saw that. So this definitely came out a lot better. Really stoked with the way that came out. Big shout out to my dad too. He did a phenomenal job on that thing. Painted a couple pieces that didn't really match. You know, the tailgate latch was super binged up and broken, and it was really in like 8 different colors. So we went and sanded that and got all that off. Same thing with this mirror. This mirror is nice and polished again. This trim piece like you saw, and then the hood piece has actually got repolished by my dad as well. You know, big shout out to him. He did a really good job on these. I was very impressed when I came home and saw those. I was like, wow, that was awesome. This thing's got a really cool stance with these nice General Grabber 35 1250s on it, and the Econoline 16x8 Steelies. Some of you guys like them. Most of you guys like them. Some of you guys didn't like them, but I just think they fit this truck really well. And it's better than going to the factory 16.5, because I can actually, you know, find tires and stuff. And I think it's proper, you know, 35s on a factory 4-inch lift. It's not too bad. I think everything looks, you know, fitting for the truck. So even the Bondo, we polished over all the Bondo cracks that are all over the bed, and it didn't come out too bad. So I was just really happy with the way everything looks. Inside the engine bay, you guys recently saw that video. We cleaned everything up in here. You know, it's all nice and pretty up. You know, not too perfect, but another budget job. It probably costed me just about $100 to do everything in here. You know, the cap, plug wires, plugs, and then just some simple things. You know, I even took the radiator cap off and put it in my polisher and polished it up. Did the firewall, redid some of the wiring harness stuff. You guys saw that in the previous video. If you haven't, I'll put the card up. You guys can go check out the whole video on this engine bay. And then just a nice little repaint, you know, just freshened it up. It had rusty water stains all over it, and it just didn't look very well. So just a little day of work and some labor, and you know, it came out really well. I'm really happy with the way this all looks. I think to another person at a car show that isn't crazy big about cars, you know, they'd look at this and think, wow, this is a really nice engine. So that's kind of what I was going for with this thing. And then the bottom of the hood as well, that's all redone. I just think everything is kind of blending together quite nicely. So in this video, for the first time, we're actually gonna get to enjoy this truck. You guys saw in the interior video, I fixed the shifting issue with this trans. A lot of you guys are saying the trans was bad, the clutch was bad, this and that, the other was bad. I knew it was a shifter, and I took it apart and that roll pin was trashed. So this thing now is pretty much a more distinct shifting pattern than my F100, but that's probably because I destroyed the shifter in it from bank shifting it so many times. But this thing shifts phenomenally. I will not grind gears in it. I've already driven around the block once. It feels like a brand new T19 transmission, so I'm really happy with that. So we're gonna enjoy this video. So we're gonna go drive around the block, get some rolling shots of this thing, and just enjoy the truck for what it is. We haven't gotten it any proper exposure outside of my driveway. I'm gonna in the sunlight. So we're gonna go ahead and drive this thing around, do some photo shoots with it, get some cool stuff for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Drive this thing around. Steering and all that other stuff. Hey look, starting in second gear. A lot of you guys are giving me crap about that. It didn't run very good. That's why I was starting in first the whole time. And look, I got third gear first try. Into fourth. Do you see that? Oh, lost the shifter. I can go in third and fourth gear, no problem. It's nice and tight now. I mean, that's a win. I was so pumped when I found
I get to experience how an old 60s four-wheel drive truck is. Look at that. I'm not grinding gears anymore. See? I fixed it. I can fix stuff. Go up here and take another look at the truck. Just gotta check it out.
Man, look at this thing, it looks so good. See? Wait a minute, I built that. Isn't that cool? Gosh, I'm gonna overlay some of the clips of when I bought this thing. Just from then to now, it's just such a cool transformation. I'm just so satisfied with this truck. It draws half decent, you know. The steering doesn't need to be gone through. This has the same RAM steering that my Galaxy has in it, that power assist RAM, the power control valve in the steering. Got the same stuff that my Galaxy's got in it. It's from the 60s, it's not good stuff. They got rid of it, I believe, in 65, and this is a 61, so it got stuck with it. So, as you guys can see, you can literally see the control valve right here when you go inside. The wheel well, that's the first thing you see, and it's just a bunch of hoses and lines and all sorts of stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of custom coilovers. But there's a lot of old school stuff that could be upgraded to make this thing an awesome driver. The motor runs good, the transmission shifts beautifully now. I'm more than impressed with the way the transmission looks. And when I did have that cover off the transmission for the shifter, I looked inside and that transmission is spotless, so that's super nice. I'd say this build went really, really well. Really well. Get another shot of the interior. Just check that out and just enjoy it. I can get some better lighting and actually see everything. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could weld all in these holes or put a retro sound in this thing, the old school radio that, you know, it's got Bluetooth and everything, just so it's, you know, at least functioning. But man, dude, pretty impressed with myself on this one, not gonna lie. I can't get over how the doors shut better on this truck than they do on my own personal F100, so it's a little bit irritating. Oh boy. All right, so there you have it. This project's basically done. I know it's not done. There's plenty of stuff that still needs to be done to it, like steering, and you know, there is some interior things, but basically every single comment that I would get, like, why wouldn't you do this or why wouldn't you do that, were all valid points, but there are reasons that I didn't do that, which you will find out in the next video. We got some other projects we got to get to, and this truck was something I wanted to be fun and quick, which is what we did the whole build series on. I haven't done a whole series like consecutively from start to finish on my channel. I wanted to try it. I think it came out pretty well, so you guys will find out what's going on with this truck in the next video, what the plans are for it and all my other cars. I'm gonna do a whole rundown between all 4 of my hot rods and figure out what we got going on with each one, and do a full update video for all you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the series with this truck. I'm not really sure what the plans are for it at this time, or what I'm gonna do with it, you know, if I'll continue or if we'll just part ways with it. But anyways, I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed all the stuff that we did do with this truck. So like the video if you did enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Share it with a friend. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.